I tried my new paddle on the pickleball court yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
It arrived?
Was it magical?
It was wonderful. It was. I
Did you
loved
track it to your door?
Oh, yes. All the way to the door. I saw it coming down the street. I met the mailman at the mailbox and took it right out of his...
Skip down?
I've never seen you before.
Didn't know who lived here.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think anybody ever picked up this man.
Yeah. This is odd. Thank you.
I love that new paddle. I tracked it all the way to the mailbox and got it, and we'll play with it again tonight. I just said I got to do it again.
Did it win?
No, it never wins. I mean, we don't win that much.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was really playing well.
Did you play against the wall?
I played against the wall on Friday. As soon as it came in, I played against the wall. And the point is, during the match yesterday, I kept saying, hit it with topspin, hit it with topspin, hit it with topspin. I just said that over and over and over again. And Diesel finally took me aside and said, you're slipping off the edge into madness.
You're muttering.
They keep saying I'm slipping into madness, you know. Like Chris Demm said it first last week over something else, some date, you know, or something else.
It becomes so focused.
So hyper-focused. Exactly right.
One day they'll all see.
I'll show them. Me. I'll show them.
I'll remember this name.
I'll even show that postman that delivered this damn thing.
Yes, that's exactly right. They'll all
Civil servant.
They'll all
see.
Boy, they're so observant, too. I don't ever notice that. Like, if somebody got a new paddle, I would never notice that. As soon as I walked out there in the court, like, whoa, ho, 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 what do we have? Whoa, what do we have
lifestyle.
here? What do we have here?
Observant.
Oh, fresh off the jet.
Yeah. Woo.
Are you the
being
only
nice.
person with that brand, Kelly?
One other guy has it.
Is he the one who turned you on to it?
He turned me on to it. So when the others saw it, they were like, "Ooh, take a look at this!" Now. Yeah.
What
So
did Diesel say about it?
he wants to upgrade too.
He wants one,
He
doesn't he?
wants one. Yeah.
Do you name your paddles in this game?
Marlene.
Is your third grade teacher's name?
Yeah. I like.
Marlene's blind.
At night,
I wanted to paddle her.
I always wanted to paddle a girl named Marlene.
I caressed. I took it to bed on Friday night. I caressed it all night long. Just
There are
laid-
many paddles, but this one is mine.
This is my paddle. This is my ball.
This is my boat, and this is my boat.
I really like it. This is mine. It's one of a kind. It's specifically weighed out to my specifications. You should see my twist. My twist rate is unlike anyone else.
Please don't bring it to dinner table.
Leave it in your car.
When I fly with it for tournament, for nationals, when I ever go, I'll have to buy a seat for it and strap it in on
So
the
you're
flight.
going to check that?
I will not check it.
No, it will not come out. It will not. It will not come out of my hands. I hold tightly to my chest at all times.
If you make it to Naples Spring Nationals.
Yes, if I ever get to nationals, that's what I'm going to do. Now, there is a guy, talk about obsessed. It really has nothing to do with his obsession, but he says he's been swimming in a place called Serene Lake for over 30 years, 32 years.
Where is Serene Lake?
Northern California, up near San Francisco, outside San Francisco. And this guy, his name is Matt Leffers. His family owns a cabin there. And when he and his wife go, and they've been going, he says, for 32 years, he always loves to swim. Apparently the waters are somewhat warm, and he loves to swim. And I saw a video of it. It's beautiful. But what's happened is they've overstocked the water with fish, and that's brought in a lot of otters. And he was attacked by otters.
I was going to say catfish or gator.
Yeah, you'd think. But Northern California,
Piranha.
two otters got him, and he says it was harrowing.
It is by far the most terrifying experience I've ever had in my life. Nothing even comes close to it.
Well, that's Matt Leffers. He was out swimming about 120 feet out, he said. And he does that a lot of mornings when they're there. And he started screaming, and he was bitten 40-some times, screaming at the top
You
of
got
his
to
lungs.
make it back to shore.
His wife had to come out there with a paddleboard and get him because it was not just one, but two otters.
And within a seconds, I was bit again. And then I started swimming fast, but the otter popped up right in front of me. And then I was bit again.
He kept thinking, how's this otter all around me?
They're quick. They're
They're
swimmers.
fast. There was two of them.
It's like that scene in Apocalypse Now. And it just rises out of the water.
It's like there's two of them.
There were two of them. And
I'm surrounded.
he was. And one of them got him all over the elbow. It
They're
looked-
aggressive.
Yes.
Even if there's no babies, they're aggressive.
Yeah. Apparently,
They just don't like humans.
we have an animal expert from the area, and he says exactly what you said. They are aggressive. especially it's like their hunting ground.
Yeah, it's their
And
fish.
if you get near their fish, they go after you. And that's exactly what happened. And he says that just when he thought it was over, they came back again.
These things were so aggressive. They literally, I felt like they wanted to kill me.
He thinks they were after him to kill him.
How big is an otter, an adult otter? About arm's length from a human?
That's my guess. I don't think I've ever been.
Yeah.
Have you ever been face to face with an otter, Dave?
Well, there was that one time in the 80s. I was experimenting. And
I thought it was going to bite me.
I've seen them at the science place over here.
Yes,
They're long.
yes.
They're longer than dachshunds,
Yeah.
Okay.
the dog.
So
But
what
they're
do you-
kind of like on that level, but I think they're probably
Close to
a
3 feet?
dachshund and a half.
2.5?
Okay. All right. Yeah. And sharp teeth.
And sharp teeth.
Well, the guy, they called in the animal experts from Northern California, and the guy who was bitten said, "Okay, what are you going to do about it? Because I want to swim this lake, and a lot of people do, and we have kids that sometimes go in there, during the summer."
Good luck.
And the expert says, "Well, too bad."
They won't normally attack people or larger animals. However, they will defend their territory if they feel threatened. Nature is not a theme park, right? I mean, there are real risks that you have to be mindful of.
Nature is not a theme park.
How did he get out? Did he climb on his wife's paddleboard?
She brought a paddleboard out to him. He grabbed onto it. And
Did he
they-
bleed?
Oh, all over the place. He was
You'd
he was
have to.
punctured 45 times.
Or they get an artery or something. That's it.
Got all around the arm and elbow, the calf, the knee area.
Down there inside your thigh, you're
A
done.
lot of.
He didn't swim naked, does he? They could have gotten him in the ghoulies.
No,
Yeah.
no, well, not that I know of. I don't know that he was nude if he was. But then when he heard this guy, the animal expert, saying, "Well, sorry, nature is not
Tough
a
Todd.
You know what?
As my teacher who used to not swear say.
Yeah, tough Todd. The guy who was bitten says, I don't like that.
That's wimpy. They need to mitigate the situation before somebody gets killed.
Somebody did.
Mitigate?
Yeah, he does mitigate.
That's the Otter's Lake now.
They've
You
taken
changed
over.
the name of it to Serene, from Serene to Otter Lake.
It's Otter Lake.
Yeah.
And he says he wants somebody. He's leading the charge now for somebody to get rid of these otters.
Well, now you could.
Take the fish out.
He could start fishing. He could start fishing more.
That's his thing. He says they need to remove the otters and cut down on the amount of fish in the lake. But a lot of people like to fish out there, so of course they've overstocked.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you start fiddling with nature like that.
I know. But haven't they fiddled with nature simply by stocking the lake? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fiddling.
Plus,
with
otters eat and make babies. That's
yes.
what they do.
They build
Yeah.
dams.
Nature. Yeah.
Otters? That's
Well,
beavers.
that's Beaver Dam.
Dave, have you ever been face to face with a beaver?
More times than he can count.
I can't count that high.
Careful how you answer that.
Listen, there's also something. This is a health report, something sexual in nature today, and it seemed like we had something sexual in nature when Dave wasn't here today.
Oh yes,
Oh my God!
the
Dave.
rise of.
You won't believe this. It's they
Beavers?
No, well, there is a doctor who went on to TikTok. So I guess you can call her TikTok doc.
Great.
And she says that cigarettes, now the cancer, whatever it is, the FDA says that the leading cause of throat cancer in America is smoking cigarettes,
Really?
cigars, pipes, what have you. This woman says, I'm a doctor and I know that's not true. And she says oral sex. She says HPV brought on by oral sex is what causes more throat cancer than anybody else. Remember Michael Douglas said that.
That's the first thing that came to mind was Michael Douglas.
Yeah, he was talking about that years ago, and remember, God, he was on the radio talking about it, as a matter of fact. But his picture was at the bottom of this article, and
And a
this
sheepish-looking Catherine Zeta-Jones.
correct.
This particular cancer in the intestines is caused by something called HPV, which actually comes about from cunnilingus.
He was defending the fact that he was a smoker.
Yeah, Catherine Zeta was sheepish, but she was smiling.
She was on the couch next to him while he was saying these things. But that was the bombshell on Friday that you missed. Today, another one. The number of Americans that go to the emergency room each year with a foreign object stuck in their body somewhere has risen to the highest it's ever been.
Well,
277,922 emergency room visits for foreign object in body in 2021. It's now the 9th leading cause of why people go to the emergency room.
It's made top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the first time it's ever made top 10.
That's a lot.
That's a high number, almost 300,000.
Does that include like kids with quarters in or
Up their
pennies in
nose?
noses?
It does,
But mostly it's adults with things in rectums.
yes, that's the issue. So many, thousands and thousands. The Journal of Emergency Medicine reveals they've had 12,000 people with objects stuck in their rectum just this year. Car keys, USB cords,
Car keys.
car keys,
Turn me on.
soap bars,
This is the worst game of pyramid ever.
spatulas.
Spatula, coins, charging cords, things in my butt.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
Metal or rubber spatulas? I bet they're rubber.
Well, it didn't say. It
I bet
just
they're
said-
rubber.
said
I
I think
spatula.
that's the safe choice.
One man had a USB cord up the hole of his
Ah,
penis.
You got to charge it.
Oh. Penis.
Yeah, the penis, yeah.
Ball gags.
Ball gags. The list
they
goes.
tend to stay in place.
Marbles, beads, sex
Marbles
toys.
is up your nose.
Or maybe a kid swallowing it.
Yeah.
Personalized stationery.
Oh, personalized.
Yeah.
Well, that
Is
makes
that the people who have the eating disorders?
Maybe
Like they
it's
eat
that.
hair and paper and.
But I don't think that, does that count as getting, so when it comes out, is that when it gets lodged in your body?
No.
Could.
Or does it block your
Yeah, maybe.
your
Maybe.
gut?
be.
What do you think the number one reason people go to the ER is every year?
That's-
They listed the top 10 here. This was number 9, all that stuff stuck up you.
Why do they go to the ER? Well, I would think bleeding from something.
No,
A
that is
GSW, as we used to call it, Kelly.
no, not gunshot wound. No, number 1 is unintentional fall at home.
I can see
A
that,
home
yeah.
fall.
Accidents.
Yeah, and then poisoning after that, accidental poisoning.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Really?
car accident. Then your 4th, cut or wound, a bleeding wound.
You cut your hand
cut.
open with a bagel knife or something.
Yeah, 7 and 8 are overexertion to the point you can't catch your breath. And
You're afraid you're having a heart
that's
attack.
my guess, is that people are afraid they're having a heart attack. And then 8 was a bite or sting from an animal.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Beats object stuck up your butt.
This poisoning stuff. What are people drinking? Is that alcohol poisoning
That's number
too?
2. Well, it said poisoning, so maybe it is alcohol poisoning or sun poisoning.
I don't know.
You think it's
sun
It
poisoning.
said accidental poisoning, so that would be stuff you accidentally
I
drink.
mean, kids
I bet
drinking
it's
detergent
kids.
or
I
something.
bet it's kids, yeah, drinking bleach or something. Yeah, probably so. Well, the report said finally the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says we need to step this up and do an ad campaign to stop people from putting things up their butts.
Who would like to be the spokesman for that? Kelly or
Don't
Kelly, you've rarely said no to any sort of opportunity.
I would do that.
don't all raise your hands at once.
It'd be a PSA. You're not
We
going to
need
get paid.
someone to be up your butt guy. We've heard of a disc jockey that'll say yes to anything.
I guess I would do it. I was the one that remember I led the charge for getting your vaccination. 2
Sure,
years ago.
and staying apart at the holidays.
I did all that.
Together, alone.
But yet, I got some pushback for that.
Yeah.
I got some blowback.
I'm trying to think of some celebrities that could push that, but I can't think of
I know.
anybody off the top of my
I
head.
know, but the CDC says, yeah, we need to do something because we got to prevent this. So many people now are shoving things
They ain't listening to
up their
PSAs.
butts.
Million to one shot, Doc.
I don't know how. Well,
1 in a million.
let's see. Plastic swords, glow sticks, magnets.
Pasta.
Glow sticks. I need to really take a good look up there. We'll use this.
Fusilli.
Steak knives, video game controllers.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Get outta
all these
here.
things.
Mighty
I know. Unbelievable.
people.
Video game controllers. That's
Don't
just-
they vibrate?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess. Golly.
All right, then.
And then you got to use it later. Somebody else is going to be using that later.
Yeah, probably just the same person, right?
I would guess. My goodness.
I hope.
Unbelievable. One woman had a spatula up her front butt,
Vagine?
up her vagine. Yeah.
Mm.
She remains nameless.
The handle part or the spatula part?
The
Just
part-
says a spatula. I would bet the handle part. Don't you think?
Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows?
Golly.
That's
The
what.
wide end works too.
Yeah, Pat. That's what Pat Guy would call
Making
it.
an omelet down there?
The front butt.
I know.
So horrible.
Phones, I get it because they vibrate. Anything that vibrates, people want there.
Yeah.
Well, listen. We had a friend tell us that I don't even know how she knew this, but these high school and college ladies would put their phone there during class and have their boyfriends call them to give them a little buzz.
In the early days of cell
In
phones.
the early days of
days.
cell phones, yeah. And it was their boyfriend calling, and they'd get a little, little
When they
buzz
least
in.
expect it.
It's me again.
Exactly.
Hello.
Goodness gracious.
Hello, darling.
What are these folks doing? My goodness.
We're having fun.
I guess, but not in class. I'm
That's
sorry.
the best place to have fun.
You just can't do it in class. I would not sit tight for that. I can tell you.
You won't
that's
if you're
the-
vibrating.
That's the latest. That's the latest from the CDC. So, but the number now at 300,000. They've said, my God.
Okay.